Okay, so we're back with more caffeine, and today we're just going to do a lazy day makeup routine. I wanted to do this video just because when you guys see me, I've got a full face of makeup on for all the filming that I do. And while that is truly my day-to-day face, when I see clients, days where I'm working from home, and that is definitely not what I gravitate towards in terms of makeup. It's very similar, but definitely not quite as full-faced, so I thought, let's do that today. Excuse the roots, by the way. My hair is to be done, I think, is it next week? God, I hope so. Next week or the week after, anyway. So bear with me. Future Solutions LX, their Universal Defense SPF. Even if I'm having a work from home day, I always put on SPF. So to be because, like, you don't really know if you're gonna have to run out and do a quick errand or something like that, and I have such bad scarring on my skin from hyperpigmentation anyway from the sun, just because I am so fair, although I just self-tanned, which is why everything's looking a bit darker than the rest of my face. And anyway, so just at the off shot that I had outside, I always put SPF on. And then I'm going to be using the Kat Von D, this is the Hydrating Locket Primer for my face. I love this one, especially in the winter time, because I have the tendency to get very dry skin. So the more products that help me potentially combat the dryness that the cool weather brings, the better. Now for foundation, I always wear foundation. It's just me. If you're looking to, if you've got relatively nice skin, then you can obviously use a tinted moisturizer or a BB cream perhaps to just whip through this portion, but I always put foundation on just because of the way my skin is. So I'm going to be using the Makeup Forever Ultra HD. This is Y305, so it's got a yellow undertone. I really love this foundation because it just gives such a nice natural coverage. It's not too cakey and thick. I used to love the Kat Von D foundation, and I still do enjoy it, but I don't know, when you're bordering on the dry skin life, it's not good to have. I also posed the question to my Style Squad group recently on Facebook, which if you guys haven't joined, what's that about? I asked the ladies there how they felt about me doing Vlogmas this year, because I attempted last year, and for those of you that have been with me since last year, you'll know that in the middle of Vlogmas, Sean was asked to move out to a completely different province, so it sort of put things on hold for us, and I never really got to finish Vlogmas. I think I only got like 8 or 9 days in. It wasn't very far. Anyway, I know not everybody loves vlogs. I personally love watching them. I think they're so much fun. I would potentially break up Vlogmas with both vlogs and then still have a weekly fashion or beauty oriented video just to satisfy those that don't necessarily like vlogs and don't want to watch them for an entire month. So hopefully you guys are okay with that. Let me know what you think, because I would love to hear your thoughts and see how you feel about the idea of Vlogmas. If you don't know what it is, it's 24 videos done, one per day, over the course of over the course of December leading up to Christmas time. So I would have one vlog every single day for you guys, following me around during my day. And then, like I said, I think I might break up and skip one vlog per week just to get in a regular fashion or beauty video for you. Alright, concealer, because it has to go on, especially with me. I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape in light medium. I just like to throw that on and continue using the beauty blender that I used prior for my face. And I like to put it all over my lid just to keep everything nice and fast and simple. Your concealer should be about a shade lighter than your natural like foundation. To set the under eye area, I'm going to be using the Kat Von D setting powder. I just like to put a little bit underneath my eye just so it doesn't crease too heavily. And I also like to do the same thing on my lid since I have a hooded eye. And I put concealer up there, and I don't want the concealer creasing during the day. And this routine I'm doing with you guys is what I would do at any point, like on a stay-at-home work day, because I do have those. But I always like to put a little bit of makeup on. Just a little bit, so I feel, put together, but I don't feel overdone, Okay, so once the eyes have been set, I move on to the MAC Pressed Powder, or sorry, this is their Select Sheer Pressed Powder. This is in NC20. And I like to just take a big fluffy brush and then lightly pat over top. I tend to not do anything with my brows. My eyebrows have been microbladed anyway, so I really don't need to do anything with them, but sometimes It can be easy to like cover them up with a little bit of makeup or something like that. So the odd time I'll redefine them a little bit with like a eyebrow pencil. But when I'm at home just chilling and not really doing much of anything, I don't bother with that because who could be bothered? It doesn't really matter. What I do like to do, as always, is bronze. If nothing else, just to give my skin just a little bit of definition and glow, especially because I feel like it gets very 2D looking from the foundation and concealer. So I just like to add a little bit along my temples and along my cheekbone just for a touch of color. I'm not going too ham with the bronzer, and because I don't want it to take too long, I just want to be nice and quick with it. I never thought I'd be like someone that would put on bronzer every day, but it's become a thing. Like, I don't feel like put together without a little bit of bronzer being added to my look. Is that weird? Big fluffy brush, just any like generic one. This one's a little bit dirty because I've used it before and haven't washed it yet. Anyway, what I like to do just to be quick is dunk it into the bronzer that I'm using. So in this case, it was the Tarte Amazonian Clay in Park. Is it Tarte Amazonian Clay? Is that right? Oh, sorry, the Tarte, my apologies, Park Avenue Princess Bronzer. And what I like to do with this is just stick it in the socket of my eye. And I say the socket just because I have hooded eyes, so my crease is not the same spot that it is for everybody else. And I just like to blend that back and forth just to incorporate a little bit of color into my eyelid without going too crazy. Because for me, I find that eyeshadow is what takes me the longest to get ready with in the morning. So I like to bypass all of that by just adding a touch of color that's already on my face anyway from the bronzer. And I find it just gives just enough definition that your eyes have a little bit of contouring to them to make them pop just slightly without anything looking overdone or too much, and it's still just really nice and natural. Okay, once that is done, I like to grab a NYX blush that I love. This is number 05 in Foreplay. It has this really nice sort of coral peach kind of feel to it, and it has a slight little bit of shimmer, which I like. And just to keep it nice and natural and simple, I like to put it on the apples of my cheeks and then slightly swish it back just for a hint of color. I know some people don't like blush, but I love it. I just can't skip it. Okay, so color is on the cheeks. And what I like to do from there is just go straight to mascara, just because this is kind of all I like to fuss with when I'm having a lazy day. Now, when I am looking to look put together, you guys know I use the L'Oreal Voluminous mascara, but I love the eyelash primer. I think it makes all the difference in the world. And yeah, it's what I love. It's mascara I just cannot get away from. So I'm gonna put that on my lashes first. Okay, and now that that lash primer is on, I'm gonna go in with the L'Oreal Voluminous mascara, my fave. Because I know someone's gonna ask about my lashes, I use a lash serum that is called Eyenvy. I've been using it now for about 6 months, but you see the results from it after about 6 weeks. So yes, my lashes are super long. So I don't wear falsies in any of my videos that you guys watch, and it's made like a night and day difference with my lashes, so I'm addicted to this stuff. And I also like to put a little bit of mascara on my bottom lash line. I just feel like lashes end up making you look so much more put together. Oh, like so much more. Like I feel like a human being now. Now I also like to put on a little bit of highlight. This is the Benefit, I think it's called Dandelion Twinkle highlight, and I just like to put it on the tops of my cheekbones just for a little bit of shimmer. Nothing too crazy because it's an at-home day, but I do like how it looks. I do like a little bit of glow. And then to finish off the look, to keep everything super natural, I like to use the YSL like tinted balms, and this is number 7. It's got almost like a coral pink color to it. I don't know, it's really pretty. And I like to just swipe this over the lips. It gives that hint of color, which I love. And it's nice and hydrating on the lips. I don't know, they're just an easy whatever, throw it on and off you go. Anyway guys, that's it for this video. Like I said, simple, easy, great if you're having a lazy day or working from home. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I love you so much, and I'll see you again very soon.